Did they all just hang up?
Hey, Katie, I didn't know that.
Hey, again. Oh
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you right back?
No, it's Steve.
I saw you it was like forever ago.
I know. It's going to be forever ago in a minute.
Hi, Dina.
Hi, Sean.
Hey.
Yeah, your picture's so pretty.
Ready for tonight?
You did get all dressed up.
Yeah, I was first sure I had to be relevant somehow, so I had to dress up. Let me maybe I should have cleaned my room, but it's too much work. Oh, a full house tonight.
I know. This is so much fun.
Sorry for running behind. I literally just ran home.
It's okay. We're not the last one here.
Oh, really?
You should have got those shoes with the wheels in them. what are they called? The wheelies? I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, you need some of those.
Did you guys like color coordinate tonight? Or Monty?
Yeah, we want to know what do we want to wear. We agreed on what. On my floor, I think the best angles in this being recorded. Hi, Adrian. Adrian, hello.
Hey, Adrian.
Hi. We haven't had any jury calls. This is tragic. Y'all didn't have any? No, it's the first time I've seen all their beautiful faces. I was voted out.
Oh.
I would have, but no.
Are you going out tonight, Katie? You look really pretty.
No, I'm just staying in. My mom did my hair, so it's not ratchet anymore. And it needs to be cut, which is going to happen after this. We didn't have enough time. And now I can't see all of you because there's too many people on. Carlos, get off.
I don't even know who's on cam. I only see 4 people because I decided to do it on my phone as well. So I'm gonna switch to my phone now. You bullied Carlos off.
Good. My computer's weird. If there's more than 6 people on, it'll only show me who's talking. And so even if you all have your cameras on, I can only see one of you at a time.
Are John or Adrian on cam? They're popping up to me.
No. John's on cam now. Hey, John.
Oh, it's a little circle. I see it. Okay, I'm just now figuring out phone Skype. So I have to order a new webcam. Mine has this problem where it likes to turn off, mid whatever, it'll just shut off or it'll freeze. So I'll be sitting there with the dumbest face ever, and I can't have that screen cap worthy shit going on in work. So I'll be ordering a new one before I use the one on my computer.
Guys, I'm going to be a great juror and take notes.
I'm not.
I have nothing to take notes over. I wasn't there.
I'm going to pretend like my mind isn't made up and take notes.
I mean, sometimes people can be persuasive, and other times people are just stubborn.
Are Ricky or Shannon coming? Who else?
Maybe
Patrick.
Maybe they are hosting a protest. They're not voting.
I was tempted to. Decided against it.
Well, just so you know, like when dinner's ready, I'm leaving. So. Because my parents already think I'm stupid.
Sleeping.
Hmm?
Your parents think you're sleeping?
No, they think I'm like, they don't understand it. Like my mom kind of does. My stepdad definitely doesn't. He's just like, that's a waste of time. So, I mean, I could put him on here, but that would probably make all of you get off in like 2 seconds flat.
I would stay for that.
I asked my dad about orgs. He was like, "Is that safe? Like, couldn't they be murderers?" And I was like, "Dad, they're like all my age. I'm pretty sure most of them are. They're not gonna murder anybody."
Most of them. Oh, Riley just messaged me. What do you say?
So we like just call Ricky and Shannon like and Patrick.
Shannon might be working. I feel like she always worked during the day.
Why? So my mom just called me a lush because I asked my friend to go up and get me wine for this. Well, it was her idea, but
Like, I want to open a bottle, but it is only 6:18, and I need to make it through the night. I need to make it through the night.
Ready, it's only 6 o'clock.
Hey, Katie.
Oh yeah, this is Rachel, everyone.
Hi.
For those of you
Hi.
who see her in part 3. I like to make some comments.
I did see her last night.
Yeah, so she was the one poking her head in.
I wish I had friends to show you guys.
Same.
This is my one. You're my number 2. Kind of. Just kidding.
They need to hurry up, you slow poke.
Yeah. I'll put some spoken.
I broke my only wine glass. It's so tragic. I'm gonna drink it out of like a red solo cup, like a fucking redneck.
Classy.
So I can't break it. You can. It's already very glass.
Mine was glass, and it's.
You can still drink with that. You can get a nice red wine to hold it in the palm of your hand. Or just like glue it together.
I did get a red wine. I've like only tried one red wine before, so now I'm gonna try this sweet red wine I got probably tonight, a little later.
I like sweet red. You don't like brown red.
I've
Apparently,
only done.
leave it. We're gonna get it. I don't know. I wasn't planning on it. If it happens,
Well,
I mean, I'll be fine. And of course, my life, I don't know much. Except I learned it from her.
These people, come on. We got places to go.
Seriously?
I thought you said you were free all night.
I'm almost done with this by now. Yeah, man, it's dinner time. We've got some nice homemade tomato sauce in there for us.
Honestly, can't tell if that's vodka or water. Matthew's downing. I don't understand if it was both.
Both.
I could relate to either of those right now.
Okay, Ricky said that he's drunk, but he'll stop in, and Patrick said that he'll keep his phone by him. I think he's in the car.
He's drunk at 6 p.m.
Okay, Kamani, can you turn your camera on?
What's wrong about it?
Okay, see if I can do this. I'm not an avid Windows user.
That's fine.
Close enough.
We use
Okay.
Macs. Let's try it.
Well, I'm using the work computer because it has a faster connection. Okay, can everybody except for Dina, Matthew, and Kamani go on mute?
Dina's special.
Oh, I don't go on mute?
No, you're going to be asking questions.
Oh.
You're going to be bullying people. You should be good at this.
What's that supposed to mean? Who did I bully this season?
Just saying. Okay.
A nice person.
All right.
Wait, do they have opening statements or anything?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll go.
Getting ahead of myself. All right. Dina, go on mute. You're no longer special. All right. Who wants to go first? Okay, Matthew, you're going first.
All right. Why does it start now?
Yep. You got 5
All
minutes. Go.
So I'm really proud of me and Kamani. You know, this is the furthest we both made it in an org, and so I'm really happy for both of us. So I know I had a target on me from the start due to me knowing Vicky and Dante in real life, and I was definitely, secluded because of that. But despite being a target, I definitely knew that I had to continue making social connections. And through the pre-jury stage, Aaron and Dina were the two people that, if I didn't have their connection, I probably wouldn't be in the game because they kept winning and they were controlling the game and they were the first two HOHs. So after Vicky left, then Dante left, then, I felt like after Vicky left, I thought I was going to be next. So I used my silver key power, which also increased the target on my back. And then I kind of lied to Shannon about getting the password, which made my target even more. So I was a dead man walking, honestly, especially during pre-jury phase. And so Dina and Aaron kept me in the game for pre-jury, and then I used my key, which saved me. And then on day 6, I said, Kamani, honestly, I don't want to go to the finals with you. I think it would be a good idea if me and you do that. But then shortly after that, he exposed my silver key power to the rest of the house for his side. So then I knew that maybe that wasn't such a good idea. So then after Dante left, me, Pat, and Adrian were like, a tight 3. And then Pat became my number 1 ally because John and Adrian were close, and me and Pat got pushed together because we were kind of on the really, really bottom of the house. So then during that time, me and John got put against each other. And so then the only opportunity I had to save grace with him was during the cup challenge. Me and him had a long talk, and we were able to realize that people were putting us against each other. So that was me again, kind of using my social ability to really, try and find footing in the house. So we talked everything out, and then I had to literally make a deal with Ricky because Dina, Riley, and Kamani were playing the middle ground where they wanted Ricky and Katie out, and me and Patrick were on the bottom. So I made a long deal. Me and Ricky were on a call for like an hour, just being honest, talking things out. And so I made a deal with Ricky to work with Katie and Patrick, and so we had a 4 going forward. And then honestly, putting my trust in Ricky and Katie was the turning point of the game because I felt like I was about to go home. And so that led to me having to send Dina home. And I know that, Dina, you did not like that at all, but I honestly felt without doing that, that was my only way to really build trust with the other side. And so that was my main reasoning for doing that. And so I felt like that was my one way to do that, so I definitely did that. So then Pat, Ricky, and me, Pat, Kamani, and Ricky kept winning HOHs, and that allowed me to be safe. And at Final 6, it was me, Pat, and Adrian versus Kamani, Shannon, and Katie. But me and Pat made a chat with Kamani and Shannon just so that we could, have the more influence of the round. And so with Katie being nommed, I went veto, took myself down, and she renowned Adrian. At Final 5, when Adrian's on the block, I should have went home. Every single thing Adrian said when she next to me, she was right about me having social connection on both sides, about me having a storyline. I should have went home that round. And when I did not, due to me already having connections with Kamani and Katie, that's when I said, okay, I might be able to actually win this game. So I should have went home round 5, no matter what. So I am really proud of myself for not going home. At Final 4, I then made a deal with Kamani to get out Patrick because Patrick was playing an awesome game. and I knew I could not take him to the end and win over him. So I resurfaced that final 2 deal I made with Kamani during that time to really make sure that me and him would be on the same page. So then I thought it would be a great idea to not put Kamani on the block because he's good at memory toss. And if he won, I know that Patrick would have got sent home. And me and Patrick thought very much alike. So I knew that he was taking a shot at me, just like he said in his plea. If I didn't hit the shot at him, he would have taken it at me. So I knew that was the time to do that. And so then, and then Pat, you know, he's my number 1 ally in the game. He won so many comps. So without him, I would not definitely have made it at all. And then I knew that Katie and Kamani were tight since day 1. And so I knew that I wouldn't be able to take, I knew that if I didn't win the final HOH, I would have got sent home no matter what. So I then resurfaced, perfect, I only have 20 seconds left. I resurfaced with Kamani, our final 2 deal, and we both agreed that we would take each other to the end. So overall, my social ability to connect with both sides of the house throughout the entire game, despite me having a target, using the silver key at the right time, winning when I truly needed to, having the most HOH wins in this game, I think I've come full circle from the bottom to making this final 2, and that's why I should be the winner of Control. Sorry.
Thank you, Matthew. All right, Kamani, you're up. 1 second. All right, you have 5 minutes starting now.
Hi guys. I personally say my strategy coming to this game is to be myself. I definitely see I'm a likable person. I'm very approachable and open-minded. So I wanted to use that to ensure like I have relationships and be a part of alliances, and that happened. I was in alliance with Dina, Ricky, Riley, Katie. I was also in alliance with Vicky, Matthew, and Ricky. I had one with Matthew, and I was good with Shannon. So pretty much throughout the whole game, I played a consistent middle game to where I was pretty much in the middle. I was not really much of a threat or a target. And my strategy was pretty much keep the targets in and the threats in, because that lets me be a little lower of a threat. Like Ricky, I wanted Ricky to stay in the game because Ricky was making himself a threat with the rumors and pictures and things. So it was best for me to keep that. And so if he was to be targeted, I'm not getting targeted. So things were going good until Patrick went HOH, and I found out that my own allies, Dina and Riley, were throwing me and Ricky Katie under the bus. When I never gave them a reason to throw me under the bus, they did it because they were concerned of us breaking apart. I take responsibility for what I said to both of them, but I truly felt hurt by the fact that they threw me under the bus, and I never gave them a reason to go against me. I was loyal to them. So moving forward, I needed to recalibrate my game, try to be seen as the middle again so that I won't be targeted. And so I was with Matthew and Patrick, and I was loyal to Katie and Ricky. I stayed loyal to my people, and I had Shannon in the middle. Shannon wanted to final 2 with me. So when it came time for me to be in power, I put up the 2 people who I had no ties with, which were Don and Adrian, simply because I had no ties with them. I can't trust them to win HOH to keep me safe. I did what's best for me. So John did go home, and following that, Ricky and Shannon both left the competition. Ricky, I love Ricky to death, but Ricky hands down was the great socially and strategically, and I do think that Ricky got some of the things he wanted, or he tried to get things that he wanted most of the game. And that's why I chose to get him out, because I could not beat Ricky. And then Shannon, I didn't want Shannon out simply because she couldn't win anything. She was going to be a vote for me to say if she ever HOH, she was going to keep me safe. So that's why I chose to keep her. Instead, I wanted Adrian out because this may not be believable, but at that time, there was only 3 jurors, Dina, John, and Ricky, 2 of which I didn't really have much of a connection with, or I would see them as better jurors. And she has 2 votes right there. They could throw their votes to Adrian. She needs 2 more votes to win if she was up against me. I need to make sure that I'm good. So that's why I was content with Adrian going when I won HOH next week. Even though, don't get me wrong, I'm not a dumb player. I'm very smart. I wanted Matthew or Patrick to go at Final 5 because I know that they are playing the best game. So moving to Final 4, yeah, Matthew's saying, come on, I want you in Final 3, but that's not set in stone. And I don't believe the fact that he wants to take me to Final 2 or anything. Him and Patrick are very close, so that's why I need to ensure to win the Final 4 power veto and prove that I am a competitor at the end of the day and that I earned my spot here. I earned my spot for the Final 3. I victored Patrick because Patrick was a tough competitor and he's a jury threat. He may have sent some of you guys to the jury, but who can really hate Patrick at the end of the day? Patrick was well liked. He needed to go. Now I'm here in the final two. I am grateful that Matthew took me to the final two, but I didn't need a crutch or anything. I was very loyal to my people, and I was honest. I played a pretty decent, honest game. You can call me a floater or you can call me a sheep, but if I'm such a sheep, then how come Dina is first juror? Because if I was such a sheep, I would have listened to Ricky and Adrian and kept her in the game. I didn't see that as a benefit to my game to keep her because she already threw me under the bus. If I was such a sheep, then how come Ricky didn't have one vote to save? If I was such a sheep, then how come Shannon was evicted 3-0? That's a lot of things. I did what I wanted to do. I didn't do what the house wanted to do. I did what I wanted to do at the end of the day because it was going to benefit me. And I hope that you guys can understand that it is an individual game, and I was thinking about myself, but I was also thinking about my people. But overall, I am thinking about me because it's me whose games is online. I've been watching this since season 1, and I really do think that I deserve to win because I didn't need a crutch. I was loyal, I was honest, and I really worked hard. Daddy Wiz didn't raise slackers, he raised hustlers, and I worked my hardest to be here. You can call me whatever you want, but honestly, if you ask me questions and understand where I'm coming from, then you can truly get the reason why I deserve to win this game.
Okay. Thank you, Kamani. Okay. Fine. I almost said nominees. Final two, you can mute until you're being spoken to.
Can I push my computer?
Shut it off?
But,
switch back?
Switch.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened?
I'm back.
Okay, do you know who's your first question for?
Let's go with Matthew since he started off.
All right.
So I guess I just want to address a few things in your opening before I ask you a question. You mentioned that I was going after Katie and Ricky, which I don't think was true. I definitely was throwing John under the bus because I wanted you guys to go after John, and I told you that when I returned. So I just wanted to point that out a bit. It was nothing against Katie and Ricky. It was just I did not trust John at the point. My question to you, though, is you mentioned that you had this great social game, and I'm not doubting that, like, once you put the situation around, you did great. Like, I'm not taking that away. But for me personally, I feel as though coming away from this game, I could name, like, 3 things I learned about everyone. But, like, with you, I don't think you really opened up to me, or something wasn't there. Like, I didn't want you out because I felt like I could have used you early on. And so I did nominate you even though people wanted. But looking back, like, I can't name 3 things I learned about you, and I doubt you can name 3 things you know about me. I mean, I could be wrong. You can intercept if you think you do. So what was the reason behind it? Did you not trust me early on, or?
Right. I honestly, I feel like, so, I had one-on-one conversations with you on call, and I definitely did feel as if I did take the time to get to know you. We definitely talked a lot of game, and because, like you even said, me and you, I talked to you, Ricky, and whoever want me to put you up, but you didn't. And so I think that, I feel as if were able to build connections in the beginning. And genuinely, I thought, I told you, I was trusting you, and I talked to you. So I feel like I definitely made the effort to talk. And so I honestly apologize if you feel as if that I didn't feel like, if you didn't feel as if I opened up to you, that the whole 3 facts thing, you're right, I probably couldn't name 2 things about you, but during that time that we were in the game together, I definitely feel as if I built a bond with you, which allowed me to not get voted out, because you were HOA twice, and you could have sent me home twice, and you did. And so and that's why I said, I feel like my relationship with you during that time was able to allow you to not choose, because if I didn't talk to you, you would have sent me home. I feel like. So at least in my opinion. So I definitely do feel as if we had connection, and I didn't think that you didn't think that I opened up to you. So I'm all about that.
I'm not mad. I was just wondering because I did you turned it around for yourself, so that is very good. But I have limited time, so that was my only question. And Kamani, my question for you also has to do with the game.
Dina, hold on. You still have 2 minutes left.
Oh wait, was that for Matt? Oh, I get 5 minutes from Matthew, or
yeah, you get 5 minutes for both.
Oh,
like 5 minutes for. So sorry. So I have 5 minutes for all questions to both finalists, right?
Okay, you get 5 minutes for Matthew, 5 minutes for Kamani.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off then. Sorry, I thought I had 5 minutes left.
Okay, 2 minutes left.
Back to Matthew. Sorry. So yeah. Yeah, I was mad when you betrayed me, but I'm not mad. It's a game. You did what you thought was best, and I knew that. And I thought that it would hurt you, but people are shady. I do think you had a more strategic game than Kamani, and I will address this with Kamani. That, or you were just more. That's what I'm looking for. You had that underdog story going. You were an obvious threat to take out, and they didn't. So you obviously did something right. Just real quick, what do you think your best game move is overall that got you to the end?
I think my best game move was when I was on the bottom, reaching out to 2 people that I knew were also being targeted, but were also kind of in a bottom-esque place, which would be Ricky and Katie. If I wanted to reach out to Ricky and Katie, they would have just sent me home. And it got changed to putting more of the focus on you and Riley. And so I think that me reaching out to Ricky and be like, Ricky, I really need to talk to you about this and discuss this and really try and find more of a footing in the house. I think that if I wouldn't have done that, I would have went home, and I would have went home instead of Riley. That's how, and I feel like that was a turning point.
Yeah, Riley did want to work with you, and I was a little bit skeptical. So, I get why you did it, but Riley, I think, really was wanting to flip, and I was more so using you guys to get out John. So, in the end, it's not a bad move to ship me out. I wasn't going to work with you long term if the alliance was all hunky-dory and still together. So, yeah, whatever I said was just obviously heat of the moment when I got out, because you are in contention for my vote. Throwing that out there. That's about all the questions I had for Matthew, though. I don't want to waste time just creating questions on the spot. So, yeah, I'm ready to move on to Kamani, if that's all right.
Okay, 1 second. There we go. Okay.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, so Kamani, I think you played a very solid game. I don't know if you ever had to worry in this game, which does speak for the game you played. If you put yourself in a good enough position to where you didn't have to worry about winning competitions and winning stuff to keep yourself safe, you were always in a decent spot. However, in this game, moves you make will determine who win. And I could be wrong, but outside looking in, I feel like you played under the radar game, which means you don't have a lot of moves that were shown. So my first question to you would be, what do you think is one of your biggest moves that got you here? Because I need to see the type of game you played to get here and not just you were constantly in the majority.
Well, thank you. Dina, my biggest move, honestly, I would say was when I first won my HOH competition because I already had fulfilled some kind of alliance or joint relationship with Patrick and Matthew, and I need to ensure that I still had it in the event that they won, because they could get me out at any point because they was stuck to how I was playing the game anyway. So I was playing I was with Matthew and Patrick, I was with Rick and Katie. By winning HOH, I had to get rid of the people who weren't really going to keep me safe in my eyes, or I didn't really talk to. So it's best for my game to get rid of the people that I don't talk to than the people that I do talk to. So I think that was the best thing for me. Was when I went to HOH.
Nice. Another question I have for you was about your social game, because as opposed to Matthew early on, we did get fairly close. I mean, we stayed up until the wee bits of the hour on Skype calls playing Sims and running a business. And, we had a lot of fun. And, I really didn't miss that. But then when the whole Riley thing was down, went down, and Riley was one of the main causes because he made that chat with Matthew that got leaked and exposed and all that business. And I really wasn't turning on you guys, and you'll see. But like after that, like my first eviction, like it was kind of harsh to see you come at me like that because I was being nice and genuine when I was saying goodbye to everyone. Like I really did like everyone. It was nothing personal. And then when I came back, like I tried talking to you even on call, and I felt like you just didn't care enough to talk to me, like even as a person. And like I said it when I got evicted, I do like everyone outside this game, so it felt kind of personal when you would talk to me. So what was like going through your mind when all that happened?
Well, I first like to apologize that I did hurt your feelings, Dina. I just wanted to, and I wish we did have the chance to talk about it, like after anything. Matthew came to me, he was like, Dina, Riley, they're throwing you under the bus because he told me that I told y'all about the silver key. I'm just like, who said it? He told me Riley and Dina did. I felt personally hurt by that. I'm like, I never gave them a reason to turn against me or anything. I guess we're not empowered this week, but I wasn't expecting them to throw me under the bus. So it really hurt me when I heard that. I was like, I had nice things to say about Dina. I've always said if Dina makes the part of this game, Dina's going to win. So I really do feel bad that it ended up like that. Just know, like, I love you as a person. You were the funniest person in this game. And I had so much high hopes for you, Dina. And it hurt me to know that that was the thing. I was like, I never had anything bad to say about Dina.
I mean, I'm over it now. It is a game. Like, I'm glad that there's no, like, hurt feelings after this is what I'm most excited about. But, yeah, it did sting a bit coming back in and just, like, getting the cold shoulder. Because, like, I did talk to Ricky after it. He wasn't mad. And I kind of talked to Katie. She was busy the weekend that I came back for all the, like, 12 hours I was in the game. So, yeah, that pretty much addresses everything I had to say. So yeah, thank you guys. Good luck to both of you. I'll be listening to everyone else's questions to make my decision because it's not made up yet. Because I do think you guys had pros and cons to both your games. And yeah, so whoever wins is very deserving. Good luck.
Thank you, Dina.
Thank you, Dina. John, you're next. Who do you want to interrogate first?
I'm going to start with Kamani.
Okay. And you have 5 minutes.
I'm going to be like brief in what I'm saying because I have a lot of questions I want to cover. So my first question for you, Kamani, is in your speech. You said your game was based on having relationships. But let's rewind to the part 3 of the HOH, and you only got 5 of the you got 5 of the 6 jury statement questions wrong. So I want to know what happened there. And can you really say that you built those relationships in the game of when it's put to test on how well you know people at the crucial time in the game, you failed?
Okay, with the part 3 how to solve the competition, yeah, it's knowing the people, but at the same time, that's kind of lucky because in that kind of competition, you can screw them all. The one person who I kind of say like I was actually like shocked that I got wrong was Ricky because we all said what Aaron did to Vicky was shocking. It really was. And I do think I got to know everyone, virtually most of the people. Like Shannon, for example, I barely talked to him and Shannon. It was all personal. And when that argument with Adrian and Shannon came, and Blake said something racist, which I didn't find it racist, she was like, well, come on, I side with you because I'm Native, my granddaughter's Jamaican. We hitched off that. We are not people, we're not white or anything like that. We hitched off that. She talked to me about her family. I talked about every single person. Dina, we had personal conversations. Katie, we had personal conversations, especially.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off there because I want to get on to another question. So sorry. So you said that your biggest move in the game was putting up me and Adrian. I felt that round, the answer or the reasoning in your nominations you gave wasn't the true reasoning. Like, I feel like you brought it up tonight, why you wanted us on the block. But like for Adrian, for example, you pinned it on like what happened the night before and her saying she wanted to quit. So you kind of talked a lot about playing that safe game. Do you regret not being more open in the game and more bold with your strategic choices? Because you kind of sold that round as a really weak play, in my opinion, and you're now trying to sell it as your best move in the game. So do you kind of regret the way you presented yourself in the game?
No, I do not. I have no regrets at the end of the day because if I regretted some things, then that means I don't deserve to be here at the end of the day. So I do think that it was a good move for my part because I had barely talked to both of you. I talked to Adrian a little bit more than you did, John. So why am I keeping people that I barely talked to? I liked Adrian. Don't get me wrong, I did. And I felt for her the other night when that happened. But I'm not going to keep her in the game. I barely talked to her because I don't know where her head is at. So I think it is the best move. I don't find it weak. I did what I wanted to do because if I wanted to do something different,
so can I clarify it?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the move. I'm talking about the way you sold it that round to keep your target down versus now all of a sudden you're selling it as like this huge, great move.
I'm not saying it's a huge, great move. I'm saying I only did it because I'm playing Patrick Matthews. I'm saying one of them. Hello to Ricky and Katie. Some people that I'm loyal to.
Okay. And so my next question is, if you lose tonight, is it your fault or is it the jury's fault?
I can't blame you guys because it's your own opinion at the end of the day. But I want you guys to respect the game I play, and I hope you do respect either way. If I lose or not, I hope you guys respect it. And I don't think it's my fault either because I played the game and I did what I could.
Okay. Sean, how much more time do I have?
1 minute.
Okay. Why should I specifically vote for you, Kamani?
You should vote for me because I'm going to be really honest with you, John. I really am. Because with you, it seemed like sometimes with people that I was talking to, they would always tell me, John hasn't talked to me or anything. I should vote for me because I did something that people didn't get from you, which was a relationship or something out of it. I worked hard to get to know these people, talk to them, and strive or something. I talk to people.
Well, I'm not asking about what you did with other people. I'm asking why I should vote for you. And so you're saying because...
You should vote for me. If you want to hear it, you should vote for me because I actually have relationships with people and I actually talk to them. I worked my way. I wasn't a threat to anybody. I wasn't a target for anyone. I was the least dominant person. And I did that by talking to people and not being seen as a threat to them. So that's why you should vote for me.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Interesting.
All right.
Okay.
Matthew? Hold on. There you go. All right, John? 5 minutes for Matthew starts now.
So, Matthew, I was just described as someone who had no relationship, but taking me out was the biggest move in his game. Name 3 things that you did that were more impressive than that.
One, I was targeted since week 1. You yourself, you know how to target yourself. And so despite that, I could have chose to, be bitter about it, but no, despite that, I even reached out to you and said, hey, I want to work with you. I reached out to Ricky and Katie, my niece, who said, hey, I want to work with you. So I was able to get people who wanted me out initially to work with me. And I think that is very impressive to do because timing is everything. I noticed that Ricky and Katie were also in trouble, so I reached out to them. The second thing I did was I waited. I got the silver key, and even though I knew it was a target, I waited to use it. I knew that because Dante had made himself a target for saying whatever and was throwing her name under the bus, and Vicky was still in the game too, I think, when I had it. So I knew that I had to wait to use it. I could have used it right away. And like I said, timing is everything. So I felt that as soon as Dante left, I said to myself, if Katie or Ricky wins, I'm using this silver key 100%. And I used it, and that allowed Dante to go instead of me, because I felt that I would have honestly went next. So I waited to silver key, even though I found it right away. And I think another move is honestly at the final 5 when it was me against Adrian, and I was able to, due to the connection I made with Kamani and Katie, I was able to convince them to keep me when I should, like I said, I should have went home in that round. And so the fact that I can once again, due to me actually talking to people, and literally all of my cards being on the table from the person sitting next to me and still stay, I was blown away by that. I literally said to myself, I'm going home tonight. I did not expect to stay. The smartest thing would have been coming home. And so for that not to happen, I said, wow, my ability to talk to people and get them to see things from my perspective beyond their own really, really helped my footing in the game. And so I think that was also another thing that I did that was more impressive than my situation.
Okay. How important did you feel it was to kind of be present in the game and be someone that was targeted? Were you worried that that would always get you out, or did you want to be that in order to potentially make it to the end and have a case of winning?
I thought I was going to go home for jerk, 100%. I made yards about I'm so over this game. I feel like I don't see people are just targeting me. I did not want to be a target. I didn't even know Tom-T and Vicky were playing this game. So when I saw them, I was like, oh my God. Like, shit hit the fan. And so I said, I had to figure this out. So no, I definitely did not want to be a target at all. I felt like I was so upset about that. But then I had to figure out a way to work around that. And I did. And so, but to answer your question, no, I did not want to be a target at all.
Okay, so let me think of another question. I did Adrian's approach, and I also took notes. Okay, with your alliance with Kamani throughout the game, who do you think benefited more from that relationship? Did Kamani benefit to get to the end because of you, or did you benefit more from his ties that in him keeping you safe?
That's a great question. Kamani could have taken me out he won HOH. He could have taken me out against Adrian. And so, how do I say that I feel like it benefited both of us?
Mutually beneficial?
Because, one, he could have taken me out. He was supposed to take me out, since round one because of who he was aligned with. And he didn't. And so, and then also, it benefited Kamani because he said that he played like a really strong middle game, and it is what it is. But I said from day 6, I wanted him to come to the end with me, and so I never wanted to send him home at all. And so that's a big benefit for him to know that I didn't want to send him home. So I think it was mutual benefit in regards to that.
Okay, and so my last question, because I have 20 seconds left. Do you believe Kamani when he says that he wanted at the final 5 to take out you or Pat? Was it not his fault at all that you left, or that you stayed and Adrian left?
No, I think he could have took the shot at me. So and he did. So I definitely do think that he told me he wanted Adrian out, so I do believe that he wanted me in the game. So I'll say that.
Cool.
Okay, that's time. Thank you, John. Come on, just leave.
Sorry.
Okay. Ricky's currently, I don't know where he is. All right. His first question is for Kamani.
Hi, Ricky.
Like, is he here or no?
No, he sent me them. Something about not having proper service. Okay. Kamani, do you think that your consistent safe situation compares to Matthew, who had to change his gameplay to survive and strive in the game?
Well, I wouldn't say I was consistently safe because I think the one time that it was like maybe 2 instances to where I wasn't really safe. Maybe 3, but that double eviction week when Patrick was in charge, Patrick could have put me up because with Dina and Riley, them giving them information, Patrick could have put me up and I could have been evicted. And then during the double eviction when Riley went home, if the right person wasn't in power, then I could have been evicted as well. And then when Matthew won HLH, I could have still stayed on that block. And with Dina still in the game, there was a possibility that maybe she could have thrown my name on the bus, or I could have been a bigger target than Shannon. You never know. So I wouldn't really say I was really safe. But overall, I do think that the way how I played the game, I think it was good enough because I was never targeted and I was never seen as a threat to anybody. So
You still have 4 minutes left. Are you good?
I don't know. Yeah, what's Ricky? Next question. Does he have another one?
Not for you.
Oh, okay, Ricky, love you though.
Okay, Matthew. Since Kamani has been consistent, do you feel that... Hold on, I gotta translate this real quick. Since Kamani has been consistent, do you feel since you have had, do more maneuvering?
I had to do more maneuvering. I'm assuming that's what he meant.
Okay. That earned you the final step to the final two stop. What? Okay. That earned you the final two stop beyond someone else who we entirely expect to be there. I'm gonna post this in the house chat.
I think I think maybe he's trying to say that maybe since I was a target, I wasn't expected to make it as far as I did. And due to that, since Kamani has been consistent, do you feel as since you have had to do more maneuvering that you earned the final two? Oh, sorry, I'm gonna read it. It makes sense to me. That you earned the final two spot beyond someone else who entirely expected to get there. Yes, I definitely do think that since I had to do more maneuvering, that speaks to my gameplay. I could see if Kamani was, targeted since day one, but fortunately, good for him. He was able to, link up with the people that were running the house, and that was great. But I had to sit back and say, how the fuck am I going to get out of this situation? I thought I was going to go home, like I said, pre-jury. And so anyone that can really get themselves out of a situation that's scary and continue to, build relationships on both sides of the house, despite having a target on your back, I do think that speaks to a person's gameplay as opposed to someone who might have been safe all the time or consistent, as Ricky said, and even Kamani yourself, you said, always being safe. If you're always being safe, I feel like you don't have to make moves anymore. You're just always safe. And so with me not always being safe, it allowed me to maneuver and allowed me to strategize and talk to people and really make moves that I needed to benefit me to get to the final two. So to answer Ricky's question, yes.
Did anybody else understand? Okay. Next would be Shannon, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, until then, we'll move on to Adrienne. Pick your first victim.
Okay, I guess I'll start with Matthew. A lot of people have already covered a bunch of stuff with you. I'm gonna ask, what's your biggest strength in this game and your biggest weakness?
Sorry, you put out, say that one more time.
What's your biggest strength in this game and your biggest weakness?
My biggest strength in this game, I would say my social game. Not knowing that, I think it was smart for me to continue to reach out to people, even though I knew they were not on the same side as me, which allowed me to get footing on both sides of the house. So my social game was definitely my strongest aspect of my game. My weakest, honestly, look, I had to depend a lot on Patrick to win competition to keep me safe in this game. And so I wasn't that great at challenges, especially ones that were mental ability or things like that. I literally won challenges that I had to eat flop and luck challenges. No, I wasn't that challenge beast. That was not me. And so I think me challenge-wise, even though towards the end, yes, I ended up with the most HOHs, but the HOHs that were with more people, I feel like those are more, more chances to lose. And so those ones in the earlier on, I was not a comp beast at all. So I definitely think that my challenge, me not being that much of a challenge threat, was my weakest standpoint in the game. But my social ability kind of helped that. So that's kind of how I answer that question.
Sure, I totally get that. I'm not a challenge beast either. I understand the struggle. So, Kamani's also trying to sell his social game as a reason to win. What sets yours apart from his, relationship-wise?
Right. So, I noticed that he was talking about who we have relationships in the game, and he didn't mention your name at all. And so I can say,
for him.
clearly say that I have at least worked and strategized with every single person on the jury. Kamani can't say that. And so that's how I know that my social game is better than his, because whether we were against each other or working together, there have been times in this game where I have had to shift who I've worked with, strategized with, and I think that speaks to an actual social game, as opposed to not talking to certain people or only talking to certain people at certain times. I think that being able to stay with every single person on the jury at some point in time speaks to my social game as opposed to Kamani's.
Thank you. That's all I've got for you, Matthew. A lot of people have already covered a bunch of stuff. Sean, I'm ready to move on to Kamani whenever you're ready.
All right. And go ahead.
All right. So I'm going to start with the social game. Matthew's shown a lot of fluidity. He had relationships with everyone in the game. You gave a list that left out me and John, if not more than that. And it kind of, in my eyes, in my eyes, it appears that you got comfortable being in the top and didn't feel the need to connect with other people. Because I know I reached out. What's your reason behind, basically brick walling it and sending me one-word messages all the time? And then suddenly it's my fault because we don't talk.
Oh, I do not blame you for it's not disgusting. I do blame myself. I take 100% responsibility for it. I think you're an amazing person, and I really do wish that we could have spoken more into the game. But I didn't feel as, because anything can happen, obviously. Like, Gina and they were my number one allies in the alliance, but they threw me under the bus. So it really just shows, like, you can't be too comfortable. And besides strategy talk, with them, I definitely know some of them personally. You and John, yeah, I didn't get to know you guys personally, we didn't talk game, but do I regret not talking game to you? Yes, absolutely, because I think you are you're a smart person. John, I didn't really get that from him at all. I tried, but it never worked. It's a two-way street, but it's just not that, but yeah.
Okay. My next question is going to be about something you said in your opening statement. You said that you played a really honest game, but the round I left, you told me if it tied, you would keep me. However, I talked to Pat in the jury, and Pat says you wanted him to split it so you could evict me. So what's the story there? What's true, what's not?
I didn't tell Pat to split it. I didn't tell Patrick to split it. After I made my renomination, I told Patrick I wanted to keep Matthew.
So then why?
Wait, let me finish. Wait. I wanted to keep Matthew, but Katie and I, we spoke about getting rid of Matthew. And in the event that there was a tie, and we later was like, crap, but we didn't tie, I was going to evict Matthew. I was going to keep you. So for him, yes, Matthew was going to evict you. So I don't know who said I was going to evict you in the event of a tie, but that was not true. I was going to evict Matthew.
I think that's all I have for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Adrian. Patrick?
Let me get off mute. All right. I guess.
Oh, turn your camera on.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Hold on.
Okay, pick your first victim.
We'll start with Kamani, I guess.
All right.
Kamani, if you had to label someone as the goddess of the season, who would you label that?
would have to be the goddess of the season. I would have to say. I would have to say Katie, because Katie was the ideal ally. She was very loyal. She told her how it is, to me at least, and she was a great competitor. So I would have to say she was a total complete goddess. She played the game, especially for her being a new player. Yeah, she's a goddess in my book.
All right. And if you had to elect one of the jury members as president, who would you think would be the best president?
As president, I would have to say, I'm gonna think of it. I would have to say Adrian, because Adrian, I know Adrian is a smart girl, but she's a smart girl. I'm not gonna say that. She's a smart girl. She knows what is going on. She's not dumb, so she's gonna do what's best for her people. She's gonna do whatever. Because I've heard nice things about Adrian. I know she is capable of doing that. So I would want her to be my president.
All right. And let's say that you and Matthew had to switch and choose a winner in your books. Who do you think deserves to win the season based upon the jury?
I think I hands down do think that you deserve to win this game. And that's the reason why I voted you out for, is because you may have brought people to the jury, but who really hates Patrick? Everybody really likes Patrick. You were so likable. So I think you hands down had it in the bag to win this game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Patrick, you were going to win. And if I was in the jury, I would vote for you.
Okay. And just for fun, out of the final four, me, Katie, Matthew, who do you think you had a better chance at beating?
I would have to say Katie, because we both know how we played the game. Like, we worked together from day one, and we pretty much know, like, we did this and we did that. We talked about it. We talked about what we done. So I do think I could have at least been Katie or been close.
Okay. How many more minutes do I have?
2 minutes, 16 seconds.
Oh, if you were to make a cover of the season, who would be the three faces you put on the cover that would justify the season?
I would have to say Patrick, Matthew, and Dina.
So you wouldn't put yourself on the cover?
I would. Well, I would, because it's either me or Dina. But I would want to put the players. I would want to put players who play a great, who won competitions and everything. But at the same time, with myself, I do think I'm worthy of being on it, because I played the season, I made it to the end, and I did a pretty good job.
Okay.
1 minute, 20
that's
seconds.
my question. I guess I'll switch over to Matt.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm muted, my bad. I'm basically going to be asking the same questions because I came up with this stuff spur moment. Wasn't thinking about questions till like 5 minutes ago. So, goddess of the season, Matt, who would you say?
I don't know what that means. Can you explain that?
Goddess? Okay. So, who do you think in the season was big, was someone that would stick out as the season's, not necessarily as someone that won the season, but someone that definitely justified the season?
Someone that stuck out.
Yeah, that would, like, without them, this would have been a completely different game.
Honestly, I'm gonna do Kai's answer. I think Katie, if she was in this game, this is her first game. She, with her first game, knew how to get in the majority. She won hella comp. She didn't, every time she won the block, she didn't get a single vote. Without her, I think that this game would have been very different. Katie me. I thought she was coming after me the entire game. I was scared of her. And so for someone to, in their first game, come and have an impact with the way she did, I think that I would definitely give her Goddess of the Season of Season 3. And she made it to the final 3. So yeah, I definitely would give her Goddess of the Season.
All right. And presidential vote would go to?
I honestly probably would make John the president. He definitely seems as if he would be the most political person, and I definitely can see him being someone's president in the future.
Okay, and the jury flip, who would you vote to win if you had to vote someone in the jury?
Honestly, I would vote you to win. Which is why I couldn't take you to the end. You played a great game, and like you said in your plea, me and you think alike. So if that's the case, I can't take someone who thinks like me to the end. So I, will definitely have voted for you to win.
All right, and who would be the 3 people you ensured were on the cover of the season?
It would be myself first. It would then be I would just go with the 3 people that made it to the end. Me, Katie, and Kamani. Only because we were the final 3. So that would make the most sense to me.
Okay. All right, those are my questions.
All right. Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Katie, you're up. Or sleep, as your photo looks.
Sorry, no. It's like sleep. Y'all know that. Okay.
Okay. Choose your first victim.
I'm gonna start with Kamani.
All right. 5 minutes starts now.
Okay, so first of all, I want to clarify one thing. In Final 5, Kamani had 0 control over the round for all of you jurors. That was my control. Kamani, I wanted Patrick out. I couldn't get Kamani to come in. So I went and told this bizarre lie to Patrick of how Kamani wanted to split the vote and told me to split the vote because he was this power hungry. I wanted to put a target at Kamani. And so when Kamani said that was like his move, it wasn't. When I realized that Patrick wouldn't flip on Matthew, we went to Matthew to save him. That's why Adrian wanted to go. So popular, I know Adrian honestly thinks I wanted her out. I didn't, but I couldn't get Matthew out because Kamani wasn't, he was being shady and I couldn't convince Patrick. Second, to clarify, with the John vote, Kamani had no control over that either because I was the vote to evict John. So it was my choice of to evict Patrick over John, and that was my game, not his. So, Kamani, now that your 2 major moments are over, what is your actual major moment of the season?
Katie, I'm gonna say this because I do love you and everything, but I put a Matthew and Patrick on my own accord, and the only thing a part of my week that you had a part in was Adrian, when he was like, "Oh, put up Adrian," and then get rid of Matthew. That's the only thing you can really say for about that week. I didn't know about the other stuff. And then for the John thing, yes, the house at the end of the day, there was 5 votes, 3-2, but I put up Adrian and John out of my own accord and to protect you and Ricky. I was being loyal to the both of you. I never turned my back against you guys.
Last week, you told that you had made a final 2 and didn't tell me when I had the only final 2 at that point was you. And you threw the second part of HOH and screwed us. I told you you couldn't win against Matthew.
Oh, wait. I wasn't taking Matthew to the end. I'm going to say that first. I wasn't taking him. I was taking you to the end, Katie. I was sticking by that because I never turned my back against you.
No, why did you tell Matthew you were going to take him and evict me?
I was lying, of course. I was lying. I was true to my word. I was really going to take you to the end. I never turned my back against you. You can look at me side eye as all you want, but I really was going to take you to the end because I was loyal to you. I never turned my back against you, Katie. I never did. Not once, not twice, never. And I kind of feel the same way right now because I never did. And for the John vote, okay, yeah, the House had the votes at the end of the day, but I put up Adrian on my own accord. My own accord. Because if anything, y'all could have been like, oh, put up Matthew and Patrick because they're going to come after us. No, I'm not going to do that. I did that on my own accord. And you knew I had put my foot down sometimes with you and Ricky.
To protect Shannon?
I chose, huh?
You put your foot down to protect Shannon.
Because I'm not going to, okay, first off, I'm not going to get rid of Shannon because I like the girl personally, not game-wise. Game-wise, y'all want to keep her because she wasn't going to come after me. But personally, I like the lady. And, like, I'm not going to get rid of her.
So other than an emotional game, what kind of game did you play?
I did play a decent, honest game. I never lied to you, Katie, and I had no reason to be shady to you. So I don't know where the shadiness came from. I had no reason. No one, the people that kind of threw me under the bus, and for you now, for making me seem like shady, I never gave anybody a reason to not trust me or do anything to me. I wasn't rude to people. Y'all lashed out on Dina, but I was respectful at the end of the day. So I played a respectful game, and I respected everybody. And I don't see why people can't respect me at the end of the day.
I respect you as a person. I just don't yeah, you might have been lying to Matthew, but why didn't you tell me he told that? We've communicated like the entire game, and all of a sudden you went MIA.
Because I was trying, Katie. I really was trying the whole time. You know how hard this whole last week was? Seeing all the damn comments about people saying, oh, Matthew deserves to win. Matthew did that. Y'all are in the fucking game. It fucking hurts to see bitches say, oh, Matthew deserves it. Y'all don't know how I'm playing the game. Y'all know how loyal I was to all of you. So it hurts. I tried my hardest in this game. And I really want you guys to recognize that.
Okay, Katie. Moving over to Matthew.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
5 minutes.
Huh?
Are you ready for your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So once we made the alliance with Ricky and Patrick, how did you, other than socially manipulating us, which is fine, it's the game, how else did you actually make your way to the end? Because at a certain point, we were dragging you along.
So I made that alliance with you and Ricky, and yeah, I agree. I thought it was smart for me to get dragged along by the people who wanted me out, because that means that I made a social connection with them, and I was able to stay in the game. And I feel as if, though, even though I made a connection with you and Ricky, I still was, working with Adrian. I still was working with, I don't know. Yeah, John was in the game at that time. So yes, I lashed onto you and Ricky to drag me through because I was a target. No one else was dragging me through. So I had to reach onto you and Ricky to do that. But even beyond that, I was still talking with John. I was still talking with Adrian and still talking with Kamani. So I think that not putting all my eggs in your basket when allowed me to not get dragged through. And also I know I won an HOH during that time period, and I didn't even put, I don't know what the rest was. I'm drunk right now. But I'm being honest. And so no, I mean I won competitions and I had social game outside of you and Ricky. So that's how I think that I continue to definitely work towards my own game, despite having made connections with you.
So the only reason it seems to me is that you were in the final two, and sorry, I love you both, so Kamani, I'm sorry if you think I'm really harsh, but I'm going to be equally harsh to both of you. It's because I dragged you there, and you won HOHs, and yeah, you won more comps, but I saved your ass on specific 2 different times, not 3, 2 different times when I could have gotten you out, and all of this, like, with the understanding that I covered you, but you did not have any loyalty to me whatsoever. And continue. Go ahead. You can respond.
I was going to say, you were on the block more than I was, and I never ever put a vote on you to leave. So therefore, I do think that I definitely did have your back that time.
So other than your story arc where you were at the bottom because of how the dice broke, what actual move did you make that's defining? Like, what is your defining move other than floating through and just staying off block?
I think that being able to win when I needed to, like you put me on the block and I won that veto. I think if I didn't win the veto, I'd have went home that week. And so being able to win at important times, this final HOH, Katie, you are one of the best competitors I've seen in my life, especially throughout this game. And so for me, if I didn't win that final HOH, I would have went home. And so I was not the comp beast, but when the time mattered the most, I was able to win. And to win over you is like big for me. You know, you ran you were a comp beast the entire game. And so I think winning when I really needed to, when my back was against the wall, I think those were also important moments beyond my social game that allowed me to get to the end.
So you say you like to fight to the end, and you had to fight, right? So why at the moment, when you had to choose between me and Kamani, you could have chosen to fight during tonight or taken the easy way out? Why did you take the easy way out?
Because when you get to the finale, you're supposed to set yourself up to win. And I thought that it would make more sense to. I couldn't win. Because one, I told you right straight up, I don't think I can win over you. You just told me 2 moves that I didn't even know that you did during the game. And for you to be able to do that, you literally just said, yes, you stamped it clear as to why I shouldn't take you to the end. Because you were amazing. Katie, that's why you'd be on the cover of Control 3, because you literally ran this season, you played a great game, and I can't win against you. So that's why I chose. So
you're saying your game is not stronger than mine, is what you're saying. But then you told everyone else earlier, as I recall, that your game was the best because you have a story arc, you won the comp, you pulled yourself up. But
yes, over
mine's better? How does that make sense?
No, I said over Kamani's game it was better. Over yours, no. I think you would have won over me, 100%. And I still stand by that.
So your game wasn't that strong, is what you're saying.
My game was better than Kamani's, but not better than yours. And I'm sorry if you don't accept that compliment, but that's just how I feel.
Okay.
I love you both, by the way, for the record.
Thank you.
Delicious. Okay. Okay, Kamani, we're going to start in with you for your closing statement. Wait, what was that? All right, you have 5 minutes starting now.
Overall, my game was pretty much in the middle. I worked my hardest. I may not have been the best competitor at the end of the day, but I played this game based on the relationships I had, and I didn't need powers to go to the end. I didn't need that. I didn't need a crutch. I did that by working on people. I'm not the best person. I'm not the worst person. But I honestly do think that I tried my best, and I did my best. Matthew, I can honestly say by getting rid of Dina, that's kind of like a house decision. That's not his decision at the end of the day. That's a house decision, because I'm pretty sure everyone would have been okay with Dina leaving when she came back. With Patrick, he didn't have the final say-so to get rid of Patrick. I did. I really tried my best in this game. And for some people to be rude and not really understand John Wilson, and not understand where I'm at, like in the game, I really tried. I really tried to show that I'm not a sheep. I did what I had to do. I did what I wanted to do. Because at the end of the day, I want to win this game. And I worked my hardest. And I really have. And to the viewers out there too, saying, "Oh, Matthew deserves to win," this and that. Y'all are not in the game. I really have been trying my hardest, and it just hurts so much that to hear from people before I even came to this game say, "Kamai, you don't deserve. You're not going to make it here. You're not going to win this game. You're not going to make it far." But look at me now, bitches. I made it to the final two, and I worked hard at it. And if I don't win this game, I feel like a winner no matter what because I tried my hardest and I did what I could. And I hope that I can be respected by it, and I hope that you, the jury, can see as to why I deserve to be here because I really, really did my best. I may not be the best, but I am something. And no matter what happens, I do feel like a winner, and I wish nothing but the best. Control, thank you so much for picking me. I've been watching this since first season, and I'm very glad to be an alumni now, and that's pretty much it. And I already know I'm not going to get your vote, so I might as well just say this. John Wilson, you can go fuck yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Kamani. Matthew, the floor is yours.
Yeah, so first of all, this is so random. I literally started playing Orcs a year ago from today, and I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. And so it's so awesome to, a year later today, like come full circle and be in the final two of the game. That's like, I'm so excited. And, Kamani, just to comment on something you said you played a really honest game, but there wasn't, you didn't even talk at all about our relationship in this game. Like, I don't feel like you really did. And you talked about, we both had conversations about people outside the game that know what's going on. But, I did have a big part in you getting to the end. And so you're saying it hurt you to hear outside people that weren't in the game talking about the game. Well, I can say that, damn, it kind of slapped in the face to me when I have worked with you at times in the game, you didn't bring it up. When I brought it up to the jury to be honest about my game and what happened. And so I really do appreciate you saying that you were impacted by outside of the game, but I really would appreciate it if you talked more about what actually happened in the game. And so due to that, I definitely think that as someone who can say they worked with every single person in the jury, someone who had their back against the wall, I wasn't comfortable. You're damn right I did that crunch, because if I didn't have that silver key, I'd have went home. Unfortunately, I was given the cards I was dealt, and I learned how to play them. I wasn't just given cards and taken to the end by strong players. At certain times I was. Katie and Ricky, boom, y'all played this game like the hell. And so I had to use that when I needed to. And so I knew the important times when to socialize, when to, strategize, things like that. And I think overall, my moves from beginning to end were stronger than Kamani. And I really hope that everyone on this jury can respect my game moves as game moves, and not just that. Nothing personal, nothing at all. I connected with each and every one of you at different times for different lengths, but every single move I made was a game move to get me here. Excuse me. And it can be very easy to, take it personal, but at the same time, if anyone else was in the end, I would be a person that would respect game moves for them being game moves. And, that's just that. Unless someone attacks me personally or says me things about me, which I don't think I ever got any of them. So I think that due to my overall ability to get to the end speaks numbers to my game in control. And I honestly think that I would be extremely grateful for all of you, for whoever, many of you, to really put your votes on me to win, because I truly think I deserve it. And I appreciate playing with all of you. You all were so much fun. Sean, you were a great host. And this game really tested a lot about me. And so I feel like I was able to adapt to situations to get to the end. And so I truly hope that you consider all of that. And I really enjoyed my time playing with you guys. So thank you so much. And yeah, I had a lot of fun. So I hope you vote for me to win.
Okay. Thank you, Matthew. Okay, you guys can all go off mute. You can civilly talk to each other.
Thank you, John Wilson.
Don't talk yourself.
I would never.
kidding.
I'd like to thank Kamani for giving me more airtime in the final than I had all season.
Yeah, you didn't have no damn airtime. So.
I know.
Ricky, if you're watching this, I hope that we can still stay friends because I love you and I really do mean it. So.
Were you serious? You said that you were gonna like quit the game. So
No, but it's been like a joke. The minute I saw like the cast reveal, I was like, ugh.
And for your question on the jury, when you said that like my fight with Ricky was the most awkward, I had no idea that like it was like when your answer was like yeah because I said that stuff. I didn't even think that it was like a thing. So I was like, oh my god, like Adrian was fucking doing her thing for that to happen. So I was.
I was shocked that didn't get like traced back to me. I was like, I thought I was fucked after that round. I was like, oh shit, they're gonna find out. And then, no.
Matthew, question.
What question did you use on me, Sean?
The moment that you loved the most.
What was my question?
I even forgot my answer.
Taking out that damn ironing board. Do you know?
Oh yeah, that did hurt.
Come on,
Oh, I didn't know that was still going.
Got a question. How are you in your opening statement? You was like, Kamani was with Dina and Riley trying to get Ricky and Katie out. I never once tried to get them out. Never.
Well, I mean, baby, Ricky told me that you were in the middle, so I went with that. And
I wasn't.
sides.
I wasn't trying to get them out.
You were playing both sides, and I made it.
I was playing both sides, but I wasn't trying to get them out.
Okay, I'll retract my statement. Maybe for you and Tina, you weren't trying to get them out, but you were definitely playing both sides.
Oh, I was.
Yeah.
I want to John out. No, it's John.
If I was trying to get them out, then how come? How come I latched out at Dina? How come Dina? She said my name too. Like how come I was throwing the best?
I never said your name. I think that was Riley, but I never did.
Matthew told me that y'all both were throwing me on the bus.
No, because I never went on the call with them, which is probably shady. But yeah, I went on call with Patrick instead of going on call with Matthew and Riley.
Oh, Dina, you told me that. Come on.
I told you Kamani leaked it because.
Oh yeah, see.
But no, I didn't like tell you to go after Kamani. That was the only thing I said about Kamani, and that was like a round before all that went down.
We talked. I talked to you when he was back. Okay, so and I talked to you when you were, before like big. So I remember our conversation.
Half you guys missed how much fun we had playing The Sims late at night.
Not a girl. The best time ever. Katie told me that.
Wait, you're cutting out.
No, I was saying, Katie said that you drowned in me.
I changed their site. Again, sorry. Are we supposed to be voting, by the way?
Yeah, I posted it in the house chat while you guys were talking.
Oh, let me go drop off my key.
How do we just message you?
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't know what production chat is, so I'll just message you.
I just, Oh, I didn't bump yours because you've been gone for a while. My bad. Hold on.
Was that shade? I tried my best.
Sorry.
You built to win, right?
Correct. What angry white woman? Okay.
Is Shannon even here to vote?
I'm about to like blow her shit up.
Queen Shannon. Apparently I missed her going off on Adrian. Like, I did not expect that from her.
I mean, that was an episode, okay?
I did not expect that from Shannon. She was so nice to me.
I see one damn comment on this damn feed. It's pissing me off.
What happened?
Fucking Klein is really pissing me off. I don't really feel sleep is good.
Mommy, I can't listen to people that don't know this channel.
It's just not. It's just sad. It really is because people like fucking Aaron. Aaron, you didn't make it to the damn jury.
And that's why I told you.
Like it's like it pisses me off. It really has because it's like y'all aren't here. How are y'all going? How dare y'all?
Exactly. So I even just keep it as
I totally understand how you're feeling. That shit gets annoying and it hurts sometimes, but people just root for their friends. It's nothing personal. It's not like
It just pisses me off so much because it's like I didn't have a lot of support or anything, and it just pisses me off when it's like when I look at this and it's like it really started pissing me off when I saw how much John got. And I'm just like, I really just wanted to be like, did y'all know? I don't even care about his love at this point. Did y'all know that he didn't do shit this whole damn game? And I hope y'all.
I know that.
I hope y'all viewers are watching this because he didn't do shit.
I never said I did.
Comes like finality and everything. They're like, oh, I only stand a king. Like, no offense, Camelody, because I think you're a good girl. I hope I meet you one day. But it's like, wow, we're okay.
I mean, Monty, I saw that you got support too. So I am going to point that out, that people were rooting for you, even Shannon herself. Shannon
The most
herself.
support I got on my comments of winning was when John got 5 seconds.
Like, people from the jury said, good job, Kamani, great things like that, which actually mattered, as opposed to people who were rooting for me, which their vote doesn't count. So honestly, I think, baby, you to have someone in the jury rooting for you on the page speaks volumes as opposed to someone, Aaron, who got free jury. But at the same time, I understand that seeing comments can make someone feel some type of way. But baby, at least you have people from the jury rooting for you outside, you know, on the Facebook. I can't say that.
Like, I can honestly say, like, I hope some of you already know who I'm not really going to talk to after this. But I hope that, like, I can still be friends with Adrian after this, Matthew after this, Dina, Katie, Ricky, especially Ricky. I love Ricky. And Shannon. I really want Shannon to give me a reading, too. And Dante. Dante, if you're watching this, baby boy, I'm pretty single.
Poor Dante.
I know. I didn't get to send news. Even though he has a boyfriend, but things happen.
I remember I went on call with him one night, and it was so awkward. He had some guy over, and they were playing a game, and like they were playing, and he like wanted to talk strategy, and I'm like, do you want me to go? Do you guys want to play? And he was like, no, let's just keep talking. And I'm like, oh, okay. It was a bit weird, but we'll go with it.
The first time like I talked to Dante was after the fight that happened with Vicky, Matthew, and Dante. That was the first time.
That was funny until someone brought my name into that. I was like, oh shit. I think it was either Matthew or Ricky, one of them, brought me into it. And I was like, oh god, not tonight. Are we still being streamed? Hello,
Yeah.
America.
Yeah, because I see 2 comments now.
Vote for me, fan favorite. I need the 25,000.
Yes, fan favorite. I can keep getting answers.
Everyone thought I was a comp beast too, and we need to set the record straight. Y'all voted me to win one of those challenges, so that doesn't count. The third HOH, y'all voted me to win.
To be fair, I was going to say no, but I was scared that everyone would get mad, so.
Oh, if anyone said no, they were getting knocked, but...
Against that, I would like be really shaky to say, no, I don't want us to win. Like, I wasn't going to do that.
But while I have this platform real quick, I just finally say this because I see his name. You, Brad Gilligan, you missed the fuck out. I applied for season, never got an interview, honey. So you missed out. You missed out on Black Eye Magic at the end of the day. So.
No, Kamani, I'm so glad you finally mentioned our alliance name because you didn't mention
What was the alliance name?
Black BGM, like Omarosa and Keisha Nightfall. Yeah, I'm so happy you finally mentioned our alliance name because baby, you got like the match.
So sorry, but like I did mention like we had it behind. I didn't say the name. I should have, but I won't forget it after the day. If you win, Matthew, I'm happy no matter what. We're both today.
John, is that you?
Probably.
John's talking shit about one of us. Let's take bets on who it is.
Yeah.
My money's on Kamani.
I don't care today because I made some bounce today.
Carlos,
awards.
Season baby, where you at, Carlos? Come on, Cam.
I still got to turn my DRs, so I'll turn my DRs after this.
Oh, Bob. Yes, I agree. Katie girl, did that.
Yeah. Katie was wrong.
Katie was so savage.
That's funny. The fans
Did you
love
watch
me.
It's because of that fight.
Right. Ricky, Shannon.
I wish Ricky was here. I want to hear his voice. I miss him.
I'm surprised you guys both got Ricky's question wrong because I thought it was so obvious that his shocking moment would be something that he himself did.
What was this? What did he say?
He said the most shocking. Yeah, it was when he didn't use his buyback.
Which was like, down in my opinion, Ricky, I love you, but like
Shocking.
we all
It's a dumb
said Aaron putting a Vicky was so shocking. I was like confused.
What was my question? I don't even remember what I was asked.
One thing that you're most known about.
Oh, I got that one right. It was when either you were most annoyed the first time when Kamani called you out or when I voted you out. And the answer was when Kamani voted you out and you started going off. When the first time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, there I am.
That's when
As Sean has receipts ready for this.
Give it a
The
second.
moment in the game that annoyed me the most was during my first eviction when Kamani grew some balls and wanted to start a fight for no reason.
I got evicted in 2 games that night. I was so
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Oh no, the reason I got out in the other game, coincidentally, I was doing my makeup one night on call with this older woman who we were all fine until we got on call, and then she saw I was doing my makeup and turned on me. Like, jealous bitch.
about McDonald's and say, look,
So does anybody want to do me a favor and blow up Shannon's inbox?
I even have her added on Skype.
Does her vote matter? Is she on Facebook? Let's see.
Not for 9 hours.
Ooh. You love playing League of Legends.
I love what?
Did you love playing League of Legends? I'm just going through a combo to see if we actually like.
What's your summoner name? I'm logged in right now. I'll add you.
It is Little Miss Bliss.
Spelled correctly all the way through.
Yeah, no spaces. Are you anti?
Yeah, I'm anti-synaptic.
Got it.
Oh, wait. Another shout out. Dana, love you, girl. Thank you for the good word of advice. Hopefully she's watching. I like it now.
Dana, that's that one winner?
Yeah,
That
she
one
won
winner?
last season.
That one winner. I would shout out people, but I don't have friends.
Shout out to Vicky. I miss you.
Vicky, love you, girl. Sorry it didn't work out. Maybe next time, or next time we play.
She got by Aaron.
Who?
Vicky got by Aaron.
Who's Aaron? That's the thing.
You would know who Aaron is if you emailed him like I did.
He didn't want Kamani's email.
He got it, but then it got annoying, so...
That was one of your guys' jury
Oh.
question answers. I don't remember whose it was.
Mine.
Oh, by the way, because my friend just texted me, Dalton, thank you so much for being one of my supporters as well. And Blake Murphy, love you guys. And Sean, Kevin, Ian, Chris, I know you're watching this too. I love you guys as much as well.
Ooh, Blake Murphy. He's my favorite. If I knew people were watching, I'd shout them out, but I don't know how to tell someone's watching.
You don't know how to shout out?
My friends, they're watching, and that's why I just said, like, hey, thank you for support. Like, my friend Dalton literally just texted me. He was like, I love how I didn't get a shout out. I was like, okay.
I think you guys kept Shannon over me, and she can't even vote. You guys will regret this day in the future. I know it.
John tried to keep you in.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
John and Adrian and Ricky. Probably Katie didn't pre-vote, but I didn't believe that. I didn't think Ricky really wanted me.
I don't think Ricky really wanted you in.
I think he just wanted to make me feel better, which it worked.
Or,
he would have my vote regardless.
wait, are you talking about when you came back and was up?
Yeah. Did he actually try to get you to keep me?
Yeah, like it was Adrian and Ricky, and Ricky he asked me first, and I was like, no, I don't want to keep her because what happened when you got evicted? I just didn't trust it. And then Adrian, we talked about it. I was like, no, I don't really want to do it, but I was listening to what she was saying, and I actually did think about it, but then I eventually just trusted Ricky. You know?
Okay, guys, votes are in.
Who did Shannon vote?
Good luck, Matthew. Congratulations. You probably already won it. So.
Backwards or forwards?
Huh?
Backwards or forwards?
No, dude. Does that mean from Dina? Starting with Dina?
Yeah.
Start with Dina.
Backwards.
Okay, so clearly
Okay,
you like Dina more than Katie.
I want Katie first.
Isn't that how they do on the show? They start with the first juror.
I don't know. Last season they asked me why I wasn't doing it backwards, so.
I thought it was first juror. Sorry.
Okay. I'm posting it on Facebook. First vote, Dina has cast her vote for Matthew. This was a lot easier on Twitter. John has cast his vote for Matthew.
I wasn't expecting about someone anyway.
After all the reasons you gave him to vote for you?
I'm not sad. I'm not pressed. My titties are still here at the end of the day. So.
Fuck you, John Wilson.
That was hilarious.
I'm not. Thank you.
NAS spot rather than the natural.
Oh, shit. Did the other one do that too?
No, it's just because you replied, or it's because she said ha ha. So it's
Oh, all right.
reply.
Okay, Ricky's not here, but he cast his vote for Matthew.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ricky. Appreciate it. Ricky, I still hope we can be friends, even though you didn't vote for me. You won, Matthew.
You haven't seen the votes yet. So
I was gonna say, I know you won.
Actually, this will probably be easier. Okay. Both Adrian and Patrick cast their votes for Matthew. Currently, the vote is 4-1, not counting Shannon's vote. Katie, however, cast her vote for Kamani. So congratulations, Matthew. You're the third winner of the Game of Control.
Congrats, Matthew.
thank you. I love you, girl. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god. Thank you.
There's always all stars for me.
Thank
Come on, you played awesome.
Thank you. It's okay. Like, no matter what, Adrian, Patrick, Athena, Whitney, I got a problem with just a little bit. I love you though. John, I don't care. But thank you so much, guys.
Thank you guys so much for voting for me. I really appreciate it. I'm just a big emotional person, so thank you guys so much.
An underdog story is always a great one.
Thanks, guys.
Wait, Shannon didn't vote yet?
No.
Yeah.
Queen Shannon.
So, it was 5, 4,
It was
So far, it's
5-1.
But
Shannon didn't vote.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She wasn't actually playing a season. She was just a ghost the whole time.
Oh my god! I'm gagging right now.
I don't know why. Definitely deserved it.
Rock Matthew block. So how about that? Okay.
thank you, Katie. Love you, girl.
Thank you, Katie. Love you, girl.
All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure playing with you all and getting to know you guys. Congrats, Matthew. Good game, Kamani.
Thank you.
It's finally over. Thank
Bye,
God.
Adrian.
Bye.
So now it's time for the reunion. Who wants to fight?
Hold on, I'll add the pre-jurors in
I get to talk to Dante.
if he shows up.
Even come on call. They're for jurors.
Are
They're
they
gonna
even going to be on?
Can we get Aaron to twerk? Please,
No, we
no.
not.
Twerk for safety.
I guarantee
I'll
you
never
I
forget
spelled at
him
least like
calling out
3 words
Riley
wrong in
and
this.
John.
Neville, don't be a hater, because I'm grateful for my vote. So be happy that 2 blocks you actually made 3, honey. Because from the looks of it, there was only 1 black person in season 1. There was only 2 black people in season 2. That didn't happen, so it worked on season 3, honey.
What an awesome season, Sean.
Exhausting season, more like it.
But this was the best season. It was down. Sorry, season 2.
Ryan douche in it, so I guess,
Season 1 was just so bad simply because they weren't woke. The reason why Ryan, love you, Ryan, but the reason why Ryan you won no competitions is because your season wasn't woke. Oh my god, look at the fucking picture! Oh.
I don't know what to do with myself now. I have nothing to live for.
You guys can fight with each other.
Well, you're going to see the comments and be like, yes, King, I stand a king. Yes. Not the worst of them. You know what you're going to do. But you earned it. Congrats.
Oh, damn, that turned out better than I thought it would.
What was it?
The background of the winter graphic. I think that's the best one I've done in over, 18 seasons.
It would be better if you took out the Matthew picture.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I guess we'll give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Did John just leave?
Fuck you, John Wilson.
Okay, I'm going to end the broadcast.
Oh god, we're boring. We don't get a reunion.